fellow geeks, good evening. Welcome to our very first episode of Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostgeeks. This is our run-through of Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden, adapted to a geek flavor. Playing with us this evening, we have our lovely cast. You will probably recognize Chase and Emily from our regular Level 1 Geek streams. And we also have joining us Toby and Felicia, both from the Side Quest Inn. Would you guys like to add anything specific to your introductions?
Yeah, we're also, I won't speak for Felicia, but I'm on Treasure Hunters on this same channel.
That's true too.
Me too. I also am. It's pretty sweet.
Yes, we liked them so much over on that show that we've invited them back for this one. And I'm Tori. I will be DMing this adventure. Before we dive into the fun, some quick call outs for legal stuff and for chat to know. We are using the system and setting of D&D 5th edition by Wizards of the Coast, and we are playing through their published adventure, Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden, as I said. This is unsponsored but enthusiastic fan content. Lots of the maps and tokens and things we're using are from the Rime of the Frostmaiden bundle on Roll20. It is very cool, so go check it out if you want to run this adventure in a socially distant fashion. For chat interactions, if you want to donate hero points, villain points, items, blessings, other stuff like that, you can type !engage into the chat to see all of our chat interaction options, so we don't have to sit here for 15 minutes while I list all of them off. We are also tonight for the premiere doing a giveaway, which is being hosted by our friends over at Dice Envy. They are giving away a set called Rime Scheme that is specifically flavored for Rime of the Frostmaiden. So they're like a dark blue, kind of mystic, wintry looking. They're very cool.
They're very pretty.
Yes. So if you want to try and win those, you can type !enter to enter the giveaway, and our wonderful subscribers do have a higher chance of winning. So if you really want those dice, then you could consider subscribing. I think I've covered everything. Chase, am I missing anything?
Mana, we've got mana. Click on the little symbol below chat and we've got more chat interactions.
Yes. Thank you for pointing that out.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. Any questions from you guys before we kick off?
What system are we playing? Did you say that?
I said that already, Toby.
I'm just kidding.
I will kick you out of this
Toby's
adventure.
prepared.
I will kill your character so fast.
I mean,
We need some volunteers to replace Toby.
Yes, so submit your request in the chat. We'll take applications. No, okay. Here we go. So I'm going to start us off with a little bit of dramatic narration.
My favorite kind.
Yes, as opposed to the boring narration. All right, I've got to put my game face on now, you guys. Haskell, which is Chase. We'll introduce characters in a moment, but Haskell, you wake up and the first thing you notice is the cold. Your head aches, and when you reach up to touch it, your hand comes away bloody. The last thing you remember is the screeching of the alarm and the impact of the... Wait a minute. You scramble to your feet and realize your hands and feet are unbound. You're free. For the first time in... How long has it been? The days fuzz and blur in your mind. The sharp cold brings your attention back to here and now. Free. You stumble away from the wreckage and into the snowy abyss.
Chills.
Quill, also known as Tranquility. You place the final stone in the circle. You knew he was growing older, but still the day came too soon. The wind whips at your hair like it did the day you were sent away from the tribe. Abandoned, really. The old wounds threaten tears, but you focus on the good that came from it. You found a father. And now, hopefully, a path forward. With one last look at the grave, you sling your backpack over your shoulders and head toward 10 Towns, toward your new trail. As you move forward, you catch sight of a small shadow moving through the snow. A child? The figure falters, then collapses. As you rush forward, you see a halfling, bleeding and blue, lying still in the snow. Still alive. Perhaps you can help him reach civilization with you. Ijira, did I say that right? Okay.
You did.
Ijira, you hold the child tight against your body to shield him from the howling wind. He's crying, but the tears and snot freeze against his face. It's okay. It will be okay, you say again and again to him. And to yourself. It's okay. It will be okay. No one will know. It was an accident. You repeat these phrases in your mind like a prayer, but they make your stomach twist and your mouth taste like acid. Whatever happened, it's behind you now, buried in the snow. The only way to go is forward. Get the child to safety. At least you can do that. Up ahead, you see a large lump half buried in the snow. It's dark green and looks like a shell. Slowly, the turtle rolls onto his side to face you. He starts talking fast and gibberish, and his hands grasp up toward you. You pause, considering the child's weight in your arms. Your stomach twists again. You can't just leave him here. Vinny, you finish folding the sheet and add it to the stack in the cupboard. It's been 2 months since Ajira found you out in the wilderness and brought you back to Bremen. Working at Buried Treasures isn't the most exciting job in the world, but Cora treats you well, and you know she needs the help. Ever since her son took off, you can tell it bothers her, but you've never pressed her on the full story. Through the window, you can see the snow drift slowly down. It's hypnotizing. A flake lands on the glass and melts. Another lands and melts. You blink, and you see a snowflake land again, now on a blue, closed eyelid. You know this face. Who is it? Hunger claws at your stomach. The eyes open, all black. The mouth opens and you hear screaming. It's yours. You blink. The pile of sheets now lie in a mess on the ground, and you stand over them gasping, a faint, lingering hunger gnawing at your bones. And so we begin our adventure. You all have found your way to Bremen, one way or another. As was mentioned in Vinny's little scene, he has been here for some time working at the local inn called Buried Treasures. Quill and Haskell, as you journeyed toward Bremen, you ran into a drow claiming to be a guide of sorts. And Ajira, you helped them find the rest of the way to Bremen. And that is where you guys are coming in now, walking into this small, icy lakeside town, frozen over.
So how long have we all been with each other then?
Haskell and Quill have been together for only a few days. Ajira brought Vinny back about 2 months ago. And you guys have been with Ajira maybe a day, as she's guided you into Bremen. At this point, do you guys want to give a small description of what you guys look like? I've given a couple of details, but you guys can fill in the gaps.
Question, we're all together right now, or?
Not right at this moment, but Ajira, you think that Buried Treasures Inn is probably the right place to take these folks.
And that's where Vinny is the inn? Okay, awesome. Yeah, I would love to. Do you want me to go first?
Sure.
I'm playing Vinny. He's a turtle monk. He has a shell, obviously, because a turtle's basically a turtle. Just changed a letter. He loves to fish and cook. His shell's got like fishing hooks sticking out of it in places. It's like his mobile tackle box, kind of. And he fights with a fishing pole. That's like his staff. Is his trusty fishing pole. And his name's Vinny. Vincent, but everyone calls him Vinny.
Ajira?
Is that enough?
Yeah, that was great. Want to go next?
Yeah, sure. So my character's name is Ajira, and she is a half-elf drow. So mostly drow looking, but also not fully drow. And she wears like furs and looks very well equipped to deal with the cold. She's a ranger, and her job is in 10 towns in Bremen specifically is to take people to and from the different cities in 10 towns area. She's got long blonde hair, or not blonde, but like white hair like a drow would, and it's braided and put into like a long plait down her side. Red eyes, like pretty dark red, and like a purplish gray skin tone.
Cool. Quill, why don't you go next?
Oh, Quill is a tiefling, hence the horns. She is an outsider, so her clothes are not very fashionable. They're more for utility than anything else, and just to keep her warm. She has bright blue eyes, dark hair with little plaits and feathers woven into it. She has face paint on that looks much like this, and she's looking around, just absolutely wide-eyed at this town. Is it a city? She's never seen this many buildings together before.
That's cute. Bremen is definitely on the smaller side of
She
all the
thinks
10 towns.
this is amazing.
Haskell, go ahead.
Yeah, Haskell is a halfling bard. He is small. He's a halfling. He's got dirty blonde hair that is shaved on one side and then long on the other, kind of flipped over to the side. Pale blue eyes that look a little bit manic most of the time, as well as he's always wearing some sort of crude, messy black face paint. He's got a drum at his side that he plays with kind of a leather-wrapped mace. And currently he's been lost for the last little bit, so he is a bit on the tattered side and not with much equipment that's in good shape right now.
So a little bit of background that all of you would know. Well, I suppose we'll say Quill kind of explained this to Haskell. And Quill, maybe you thought it was odd that Haskell didn't already know some of this stuff, but Icewind Dale, this whole area has been trapped in a perpetual winter for over 2 years now. Nobody really knows why, but they all, pretty much everyone attributes it to the Frostmaiden, who is a minor god who represents the wrath of winter, basically. And each night, her aurora appears in the sky, as you guys can see in the picture, signaling her continued enchantment of the area to keep it in perpetual darkness and cold. That means that even during the day, the sun doesn't show itself. It's never darker than dim here in 10 towns. And the equivalent of its daytime is only a handful of hours long. Most of the time, 10 towns is stuck in dark, frozen abyss. As you might imagine, as a result of these conditions, traveling to and from 10 towns has gone down considerably. Caravans have stopped coming as often, shipping things up here, and people have also stopped trying to leave because braving the wilderness in this weather, as Ajira especially knows, can be quite dangerous if you are not up for it. All right. So Ajira, you lead them through this small town, and I'll show you guys the little map here. It's a small town, as I said, but quaint and seemingly well equipped. The people seem friendly as you move in. And this, I don't know if you guys can see my ping. This is the Buried Treasures Inn, all the way out here.
On the outskirts of
on
town.
the outskirts of town. This over here is town hall, and then here in the middle of these 5 buildings is what's known as 5 Tavern Center. There are 5 taverns in Bremen. Each one is owned by a brother of the same family. They all agreed to run a tavern together, but could not agree on who would be in charge. So they settled that by each starting their own.
Can I change my character and be one of them?
one of the
Can we
one of
just
the
roleplay
tavern
that?
brothers. All right. So Vinny, what are you doing in the inn right now?
Yeah, like I'm probably just cooking some, making some fish and stuff.
As you are cooking, you see walking in a group of 3, Ajira, whom you recognize, of course, and then this halfling fellow and a tiefling.
Whoa, welcome to the inn. Grab a seat. About to finish up some food.
You can
Don't
take
you all
us to
speak
the
at
limit.
once. It's all right.
Is that your friend, Ajira?
It's an acquaintance of mine.
Ajira, dudette, welcome back. Do you want some of that knucklehead trout with the rosemary butter?
Not today. I am fine right now.
What about your friends?
They can
You guys
speak for
want?
themselves.
What is this you're cooking?
It's knucklehead trout, dude.
Are you an experienced cook?
Oh, dude, I'm like the best cook you'll ever meet. I
will
could
take
put
of
some.
this food.
Oh, yeah, dude. Let me finish frying it up a little bit. Grab a seat. I'm sure someone will get you some drinks or something.
That is very kind of you. Thank you. I would be happy to have a seat. What is your name?
My name's Vincent, but most people just call me Vinny.
Vinny.
Yeah.
My name is Tranquility, but you may call me Quill.
Ugh, I'm glad you got Quill on there, because, yeah.
It is a long name, I understand.
Yeah, have a seat, Quill. Someone will get you a drink.
Haskell, will you sit?
Yes, I think I will sit.
Yeah, little dude, do you need a booster or something?
I will be fine. Thank you.
All right, dude, let me know. I can get you one.
Haskell is quite proud.
Yeah, dude, nothing wrong with a booster.
Quill has only known me for 3 days. She knows nothing of my pride.
Dude, I get it, pride.
Will this food cost?
Yeah, dude, we don't run a charity.
Would you take entertainment in place
What
for the
kind of
payment?
entertainment are you talking about?
I can play drums. Add a bit of ambiance to this dull place.
Yeah, dude, the food costs real money.
I see. Very well. This is your friend Ajira?
He is an acquaintance, as I said. He's been in town for about 2 months.
She called you an acquaintance.
Yeah, dude, we're all acquaintances in the grand scheme of things, aren't we?
I suppose
not
you are
wrong.
right.
Ajira will sit down as well.
Haskell, I have a question.
You have many questions, Quill. What is it?
How does one go from an acquaintance to a friend? If they have known each other for many months, I thought they would have moved out of the acquaintance zone.
That depends on the actions of the person and what the gods whispers in their ears.
Oh, what have the gods whispered to you, Vinny?
Oh, dude, I don't get whispers from the gods.
Oh,
It's not my style, I really just came out here for a vacation with my buddies, but they bailed on me, and this place is not great.
perhaps that they were just acquaintances.
Yeah, they are now.
But you're going on the vacation and you end up in the mountains alone. How did that
Yeah.
happen?
Oh, like, we bought, like, some kind of, like, vacation package where, like, we could come here anytime we wanted and get one of the hotels or something.
I believe this is called a timeshare.
Well, I'm pretty sure that we got screwed over on that timeshare.
Why? This is a wonderful town, the largest I have ever been to.
Whoa, is this like Question Vinny night or what? Like, I'm trying to cook here.
Oh, I am quite sorry, Vincent. Vinny. I did not mean to offend.
Quill
Cora
asks too
comes-
many questions. Let's go
I'm
sit
sorry,
down,
Haskell.
Quill.
Cora
sorry.
comes down the stairs. She is a well-built, sturdy woman, but with a warm, cheerful face. And she shouts, "Vinny, are you disturbing the guests?"
No way, Dudette. They're like asking me questions and stuff.
Well,
Yeah,
remember, service with a smile, Vinny. Remember?
Oh, right.
We've been over this.
What is happening to your face?
I'm smiling, Dudette.
There is a winter berry that when you eat it, it causes your muscles to freeze. Does this happen to you?
No, I do love a good berry, though.
Leave him be,
Okay,
Quill. This
Vinny,
is
we'll
called a
keep
lie.
working on that. We'll start with service, and we can practice the smile part.
Yeah, I'm making him some knucklehead trout. Like,
Oh, wonderful, dear. Oh,
Yeah.
Ajir, lovely to see you as always. Anything you want, it's on the house. You know that.
Lovely to see you as well. Could we actually get them a meal? They just got into town and it seems like they do not have coin.
Oh,
He
yes,
assumes
of
my
course.
coin. I do have coin.
I also have coin. I think that Haskell just wanted to know if he was being a friend with Vinny or if this was a business
Quill
relationship.
will not pay if it is offered. I will
Well,
pay my share.
Here at the Buried Treasures, I consider all guests friends.
And do you charge friends for their food?
Well, it seems you may be down on your luck, so I would be happy to help out however I can. But
I think just one meal is probably sufficient.
all right, Vinny, would you please, dear?
yeah, order's up, dude. Come and get it.
Does it actually look good?
Yeah, it looks amazing. And at the Buried Treasure Inn, we hide something in every meal.
That's not true.
That
Vinny, have you
sounds-
been doing that again?
Yeah, I thought
told
that
you-
was the whole shtick of the place. Look, I told you, babe. It'll be great. It'll bring people in. They'll be like,
Because of the buried treasure.
yeah, this dude that gets it.
Okay, well, just make sure it's edible and safe. I don't
Yeah.
want people finding. What was
Perhaps-
the first thing you put in that soup?
It
Was
was-
not a good surprise.
Look, everything passes eventually.
When you're finished
Correct.
with that, dear, can you please head upstairs and start changing the sheets? Our guest is checking out.
You got it. I'm on it.
I'm sorry, I missed your name, ma'am.
Oh, I'm so sorry, dear. I'm Cora. It's lovely to meet you.
Cora, I thought that Vinny was here on vacation. And he is working?
He is earning his keep. I give him a roof over his head, and we make quite the team, wouldn't you say, Vinny?
Yeah, I lost my timeshare token, so I'm stuck.
You were
That
right,
is-
Vincent. You got a poor deal.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Look, I gotta go upstairs and clean a room, but come find me later.
We will see.
That would be a step
Look for
towards
him.
friendship, Haskell. Let us do it.
You're
Tubular
not going to
dude,
have
see
to
you
look for
later.
him. You.
Bye.
Cora, I'll be just in the back room, dears, if you need anything. And she walks through the door as Vinny
will
heads
let you know.
upstairs.
So, do you have any questions about the city or town?
Is this the biggest city in the world?
No, it's not. It is probably the smallest.
I have seen smaller. What are
And
we
it is
doing
not the
here?
smallest. This is the best place for where you need to be. It is very cold and not safe. Buried treasure is a
Where I
safe
need to
place.
be. Did you hear the voices?
I do not hear any voices but yours.
And it told you that this is where I need to be.
Not voices, intuition, instinct.
Gifted Ijira. You should take advice from her, Quill.
Do you have advice for me, Ijira?
Don't ask as many questions to people you do not know.
She is truly wise.
I am just trying to learn.
Learning is a good endeavor, but be sure to trust the people that you ask questions of.
Wise words, you hear from the stairs. And you see a man, a bearded man, dressed in pretty splendorous robes of the magical looking variety rather than noble. And he continues walking down the stairs, and looks at Ajira. I hear you're a guide. Is that true?
It is true.
He did guide me here to this small town.
I've guided many here.
He kind of gives you a half glance, and then Haskell, and then continues talking to Ajira.
Can I grin at him and like try to make him uncomfortable?
Sure.
Intimidate. Okay, I'm gonna roll it. Oh my goodness, D&D 5e sheets. I know how to do this. Intimidate. Oh, I found it. It's a 7.
7. All right. He kind of, so do you like smile at him weird?
I'm just gonna just grin at him and just stare. Like
Haskell.
a little sinister look in my eye.
Haskell.
He
staring
briefly
is
looks
rude.
you up and down and gives you a smug look, and then continues talking to Ajira. I may have some work for you. I myself do not need guidance, but something you can do in your downtime, if you're looking for that sort of thing.
I'm always looking for work. It's hard times.
Of course. I am a bit of a researcher. As I said, learning is the greatest pursuit. And I'm looking into these strange elemental spirits known as Chwingas. Have you heard of them?
Can I do a
Chwingas.
recall knowledge?
Sure.
Let me open up my character sheet here.
Can Vinny hear this from up the stairs?
Yeah, it's a small inn. It's got maybe
Yo!
like 5 rooms.
I saw one of them at a party once.
He glances upstairs and
Azir
sort of
just
rolls
shakes
his
her
eyes.
head. What would that be?
That would be nature.
Nature? How am I not trained in nature?
You can, because it's an intelligence thing for some
Oh.
reason, but
Okay, well, I got a 16 plus 1, so 17.
17. You have heard of Chwingas before. You know that they are small elemental spirits, as he said. They appear seemingly randomly. You don't know a whole lot about them. They're fairly mysterious. You know that they tend to be curious and playful. They aren't really malevolent, but and they wouldn't ever really fight you. If you started to try to attack them or something, they would sooner flee and disappear into the snow or the wind or the water or something like that than try to fight back.
I know these creatures he speaks.
Yeah.
They're elementals. They're generally playful, not of much concern.
No, this is incorrect.
What
These
are
are the
they?
spirits of fallen champions of the gods. They bring either fortune or doom. They can be incredibly violent, or they can gift you with eternal life.
Your experience is interesting and noted. And she turns back
And
to
accurate.
the other guy. She ignores that.
Ignored.
You've been ignored.
Shun.
Shun.
Yes. As I was saying, small elemental spirits. Seemingly harmless, as you said, but I suspect they could hold the key to my research. However, as you might know, they are fickle things and seem to appear whenever the fancy strikes them, without much rhyme or reason. I haven't had much luck thus far in catching one, but
you know where they are located.
well, this does, and he holds up a lantern. This is a lantern of tracking, attuned to elementals. The flame, it will burn green if it detects elementals within 300 feet of it. It's not an endless supply of oil, mind you, so I recommend lighting it only when you suspect there may be some around, or
I'm gonna
when you
run
would
up
like
and
to
grab
check
it.
it out. He's going to try to heft it out of the air and keep it out of your reach.
I will take your task, old man. Give me the lantern.
I believe
I
that he was
was-
speaking to me.
Yes, as
I'm traveling with her.
are
He is not
you?
a tracker. It is not your job.
I'm not a tracker, but
Haskell.
I'm familiar with these things.
It sounds like you're not, based on the fact that you listed off many things that are untrue about them.
I see that we are still just acquaintances, Ajira.
We never changed.
Perhaps this will change. Perhaps not.
Perhaps.
Well, my mission is important enough. I'm willing to sign you all up for the job if you're willing. I only need,
Bring the turtle as well.
if he wishes. As I said, I only need a chwinga. One captured chwinga alive. That is what I ask. I believe it could hold the key to changing the climate in this whole area.
What is the payment?
I have enough. However, I've kept it back at East Haven, which is where I'm set up for this current research mission. Once you find a chwinga, bring it back. Meet me in East Haven, and I will pay you handsomely, I assure you.
Handsomely does not have a dollar value attached to it. In these times, you must know.
Name your price then.
Let's do this for cheap, Ajira. This is a unique opportunity.
While you guys consider that, I'm going to roll for a blessing for Quill.
Ooh.
Woohoo!
Thank you.
And while you can use it mechanically, we won't have the flavor, the text for it yet, or
Okay.
the flavor in game for it yet. Okay. M, or Quill, I guess, you are given the charm of the heart.
Ooh.
This charm, well, you guys will see it up on stream, but this charm is in the shape of a tiny rune-etched heart. And it gives you good stuff.
Sweet. Temporarily
Nice.
increases by 2.
That's
Freaking
cool.
huge. All right.
Okay. What price are you negotiating for?
Felicia in D&D terms doesn't know what, I guess, the going rate would be for something like this. So if we're doing it for like a fair price, what does that look like?
25 would probably be
Like fair?
reasonable. 50 would be like not out of the question, but definitely like you're
Expensive.
driving him up.
Okay. It's got to be worth our while, so I would say 35.
Well, if you indeed can find a chwinga, then that'll be worth it. As I said, meet me in East Haven with an alive one, and I will pay you.
You have a deal. And she puts her hand out to shake his hand.
He will shake yours.
As they're shaking hands, I'm going to step up right beneath his feet and look up at him. If you had let me be your guide, you would have had this for free, you fool.
I may be many things, but a fool I am not.
That is
I
yet
assure
to be
you.
seen.
You get what you pay for.
He'll
He's just
pat you
gonna
on the
smile
head.
up at him. Do not patronize me. I'll step away.
Ichira, how
I-
did you get all these people to trust you so much?
Job. You do it the right way the first time. Your name goes around.
I've already
Yes.
told you, Quill. She's a wise sage.
People know me here.
So, if I wanted to earn a sort of reputation like that, could I possibly join you on this job?
Of course you can. If you think you can hold your own.
I can. I am quite strong.
It takes more than one person to catch a creature like this. You need to be clever and cunning. Can you be those?
Yes. Plus, I have excellent magics.
So, brings us to the last portion. To catch a creature like this, you also need someone who's got a bit of whimsy. And unfortunately, the only person here is Vinny. So, we've got to ask him to come with us.
For a whimsy.
Yes.
She slowly, pointedly looks over at Haskell and then away.
Yes, he should come, and I will join you as well. I will awaken the fire in your heart. It is dim currently.
It has been dim for quite some time. Good luck. And she'll walk upstairs to go find Vinny.
Haskell, you've been blessed.
I've been
Woo.
blessed. What do I got?
Fresh.
By who?
By the side quest and Patreon blessing.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much.
Those side
Oh man,
quests.
and Chunky is just like bumping up.
Yes, you
Heroes
guys, the
bar.
hero bar
Yeah.
is in your favor currently.
Oh my
so
gosh.
It really, really, really
It's
is.
a real big shift from tabletop treasure
Yeah, I was
hunters,
gonna
isn't
say
it?
this is to make up for Katie, right?
Okay,
Felt a fire awaken in my own heart.
Haskell, you are given the charm of friendship. This charm is a humanoid figurine with a tiny straw hat.
Beautiful. I need to do better at making friends
Travelocity
for this
now?
blessing.
Travelocity, no.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna show us how to travel for cheap?
That means you're less likely to attack me, and I take disadvantage if they do. Oh, that's so good.
Yes, so
Kindly.
people find you, I don't know, pitiful, friendly, you decide.
They find me frightening.
Maybe that. Maybe they're too scared to attack you. All right. Ajira, you find Vinny upstairs, and we can just say she brings you downstairs for the sake of getting you all together in the same room.
Whoa, like I'm not even done folding the sheets.
You looked done to me.
Yeah, I'm totally done. I heard you talking about needing someone who's a swimmy. I can swim.
It did not say swimmy, I said whimsy. Which is also...
Oh, I don't even know what that means.
It means you're a free spirit. You've got to have someone like that on your
Oh, I'm definitely not free, Dad. I'm working here.
free spirit. I'm sure that Cora would appreciate a bit of a break.
Yeah, my shift ends in a couple hours if you want to come back or something.
Let's see if we can get prepared and we'll come back for you. Got to prep for a journey anyway.
Like, where are we going and why do you want me?
We've got to find a creature. We're being paid for this job. And we have to take them to, it was East Haven, right?
Yes, East Haven, which
Mhm.
is quite, well, relative in the space of 10 towns, it's fairly far away.
We've got to take them to East Haven, which is a decent distance away. You could make it with my help.
Yeah, Dad, I hear what you're saying. Like, I can see the words. But I don't understand why you want Vinny. I'm just a fisher dude.
You can keep us fed on the way. And
Oh, I get it. You want a cook. I'm about it. Let's do this. Let me go get my stuff.
I thought you had hours left on your shift.
Oh, dang it, Dad. You're right. Look, I'll catch up with you in a couple hours.
Am I there?
Yeah, you guys are all here.
Perhaps since Ijira is such good friends with Cora, she could ask if Vinny could be off his shift early.
We need to
Oh, would you
prepare
do
a
that for
journey.
me?
You do not need to ask permission. The gods have set you on this path. She will understand.
Suddenly,
Nah.
the door bangs open. The
Whoa!
front door. And
Welcome to the inn.
Did you not
You
fix the
you
door?
recognize this man, Vinny. He is a local who's been in here before. You guys see an old, rough-looking dwarf man who's pretty well scarred up and got a grizzly beard that's cut short, and he barrels through the door and is just cursing and yelling, and he says, "Hey, Vinny, I need some fishermen. Those miserable dogs, they just left me out to dry this morning. They agreed to the work, and then they were no-shows."
Whoa, dude, I told you I'd fish for you, and you didn't want me at first. And now you come barging in here in front of my friends?
Acquaintances.
Right, dude, acquaintances.
This guy is, you know him as Grinsk Barrelbore. He is a local fisherman, and he owns a couple of rowboats.
Look, Grinsky, I got another job lined up. So unless you're gonna pay up, then my hands are tied, dude.
Oh, I'm paying all right. I'm at my wit's end with first the boats, and it's getting harder and harder to find work that's worth, well, the spit out of my mouth, frankly.
Hold on, dude. Hey, dudette. He looks at Ijira.
Yes.
How much is that other guy paying you?
35.
We need at least 36 gold to go, dude.
How about I pay you by the fish?
No way.
You ain't worth nothing to me if you don't catch anything.
Look, acquaintances, can we do this? Like, this is way better than catching some kind of gremlin thing.
Cora appears from the back room and says, Grince, you're not trying to drag more people out on the lake, are you? I tell you, it's dangerous out there. With that monster chomping boats in half? Nobody should be out on that lake. I don't blame any of those fishermen for not showing up this morning.
Yeah, that monster got my ship, dude.
What monster are you speaking of?
Your monster was destroyed by a...
It's nothing.
Monster.
It's just a wives' tale. It's just nonsense.
Nah,
People
dude.
making stuff up.
I saw the monster, dude. It destroyed my ship. That's why my buddies left me.
Can I sense motive that? Seems like a
Vinny?
different story. Yeah.
Well, yes.
Dudette, I would never lie to you.
What are you talking about, Vinny? You never had a ship out on this lake.
What, dude? I told you all about my ship.
That was over at the Sea of Moving Ice, you fool.
Oh, right. I gotcha. Well, maybe it's the same monster, dude. Like the lakes and the sea, they're all connected.
They're not
connected.
connected. They are individual bodies of water, which is why you get different sea creatures in different sea lakes and different lake creatures in different freshwater lakes.
Well, you don't really have
He's
to
correct.
insight check to realize that Vinny is telling a confusing story.
Okay.
Vinny just shuts up and smiles.
I believe you, Vincent. All water
What
is
is happening again?
Do you wish to have this monster slain?
I'm telling you, there's no monster out there, but I
not
want my
speaking
nets
to
full
you.
of fish. Are you
Unless
talking to
you're
Cora?
paying us... I'm talking to that guy.
Oh, okay.
Unless you're paying us 36 gold for no fish, then I'm speaking to Vincent.
Dude, what?
Would you like us to slay this monster?
Dude, you think you could?
I
Like,
think we could.
I left some stuff on that boat, dude. I could show you how to get there.
Quill,
It's at the bottom of a ocean sea
Yes,
thing,
Haskell.
though.
are we fated to do this? Or are we fated to go seek spirits?
Perhaps we are fated to do both because the spirit is not necessarily incredibly urgent. We could do this first and then leave.
Jira speaks more wise words.
That was what I was going to say. I do not see why we cannot help everyone.
The people of
Especially if
Bremen, they
there is
depend on
gold
the
involved.
knucklehead trout. I'll pay you 1 gold per trout. That's 300% the going rate, Vinny. You know that.
And how many trout do you expect us to catch today?
As many as you can. People here are starving. And as I
They're
said,
starving.
I've been having no luck with people going out on the lake.
Well,
There may have been some mysterious incidences. I don't know. I haven't seen any monster. I think people are just making it up, but I may have had a rowboat a little bit damaged a
Haskell.
short while ago.
Yes, Quill.
if someone asks for help, you help them.
It
That is
depends
only
on
proper
who it
manners.
is. It depends on what the whispers say. Are you calling Vincent a liar?
No,
Not
I'm
you.
saying
This
Whoa!
I would never do such a thing.
Look, what do you do if you have multiple people asking to help you? You pick the one that sounds the most fun, or you flip a coin.
I think we could do both. That is what I am saying.
That is what we are both saying. We both speak truth and sense.
Then let us go and get fish and kill a monster and then hunt a... What was it called, Ajira?
I don't recall. What was it called?
A
Magic person in the
twinga.
sky.
A twinga.
Chwinga.
Twinga.
Chwinga. Chwinga.
That is what it is called. I must make a pit stop before we leave, and then we can go.
pit stop. Haskell, what is a pit stop?
It is where you stop by a pit and throw away your garbage.
Oh,
Maybe there are snakes or a dragon underneath it.
This does not
They
have a
consume
snake or
it.
dragon.
You
But
are doing the
similar.
pit stop incorrectly.
Then I will do it how I do it, and I'll be wrong, and that's fine.
May I join you on this pit stop?
No, nobody can come.
There's
I'll
that
meet you
dim
back here.
fire again. Very well.
She wants to go drop off a care package for Amarak.
Okay. While you head out, Cora is gonna call out softly to you, Quill. What Quill was it? Would you just mind just come here for one moment, please?
of course. What can I help you with?
Well, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. No, I'm just kidding. That was just a perfect lineup for that line. Frankly, I am not certain about these two companions you're with. Vinny's been good help, but I don't know if he has everything quite straight. Does that make sense? Am I making sense to you?
It is as clear as a snowstorm.
Oh, well, I suppose what I'm trying to say is listen to Ajira. She knows what she's talking about. She might not be the friendliest person, but she has seen a lot and knows quite a bit. And if I might add, that Grinsky's saying it's not very dangerous out there, but I have heard many stories, and, well, I don't know exactly what you're getting into with that lake monsters stuff. I also don't know that it's even necessary to slay a creature. Perhaps you can just drive it off somehow. I don't know. I'm no fisherman, and I'm no seafaring woman. I just hope you're safe, that's all.
Can I be giving Cora a creepy grin from afar?
You can always be doing that.
Good. Because I am.
I thank you for your kind words. They have warmed my heart like a hearth fire. I will be as careful as possible, but you should not worry about me. I have been strong for all of my life, and I do not plan on my life ending today.
Very good. Well, I hope to see you in here again, huh?
I plan on it. You have been most kind. And she's gonna lean in and give her a kiss on the cheek.
Oh, how lovely. She'll let you go and yell to Grinsk about keeping them safe, giving them all the right gear and everything. And he'll kind of, yeah, whatever. Well, if you're coming, then follow me. Ajira knows where the docks are. She'll meet us there. Ajira, you head to... Remind me the name. Amarak's place. They are happy to see you as always. Overjoyed. They offer you food, drinks, anything you
turn
want.
It down and just give them the package and bid them farewell. Make sure that the little guy's doing okay.
They ask you again and again, are you sure you can't stay?
I am sure. It is busy work today.
Okay. They thank you profusely for the package, and you head down to the docks.
Yep.
All right. You guys head to the docks, and actually I'll switch back to that other picture because it'll show a little bit better.
Whoa, did Vinny get off of work early?
Yeah.
Oh, right on, dude.
Cora seems like she needs the help, but also seems half relieved to get you out of her hair.
He'll like quickly prep a bunch of meals that she just has to heat up on like the fire, and like it's ready to go. This should like get you through the next couple hours.
Oh, I'm quite certain we don't get that much business, Vinny. Perhaps I can set some of these out tonight to preserve them.
Yeah, just layer them in salt. I gotta go. My acquaintances and I are gonna go fishing.
So I heard. Good luck, and please be safe.
Yeah, I got my lucky fishing hat, so what could go wrong?
She shakes her head.
So
goes
much.
back to her work.
All right, tubular Jeanette, see you later. And he runs out the door.
Haskell and Quill, have moderate blessings. I don't know if you noticed that.
Sweet.
Ooh.
Thank you so much.
I can cast shield as a reaction whenever I'm hit by an attack. That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you.
Dang.
All right. So as you can see in this picture, these are the docks, and there are a handful of rowboats around, but for several hundred yards, the lake is actually frozen on the surface, and these boats are simply sitting on the surface of the ice. They are not in the water. And Vinny, you've been fishing before, so you know that the fishermen here have to drag their boats across the ice to reach the water where it is not solid frozen, and then set forth from there. You also know that in the water there are many ice flows and things about that make for difficult rowing, and you have to be careful navigating through the water. Do any of you have proficiency in water vehicles?
Only have proficiency in land vehicles.
No proficiencies in any.
Vinny, I feel like you would. Did you take the sailor background?
No, I took the fisher background.
Oh,
I didn't know that there was a water vehicle.
I didn't either.
it's okay. Just means you know how to be on boats. Vinny, I feel like it just doesn't make sense for you to not be proficient. So
Like, if you want me to drive the boat, do that, I'm about it.
you can be proficient.
Yeah.
There's your DM gift.
Strap in, everybody. We're going rowing.
So Grinsk will remind you that he's paying 1 gold per trout, which he will remind you for probably the 5th time that is a 300% increase from the going rate. And you should be grateful for the work, etc., etc. He's very grumpy.
Dude, I'm just grateful to catch some fish. I can't do the math of 300%.
How many fish do you typically catch, Vincent?
Dude, you can call me Vinny, man. We're acquaintances now.
I will call you Vincent for now.
Little dude, look, that's fine. I typically catch anywhere from like 100 to 200, maybe 5.
The gods have blessed us this day, Quill. We are about to be very wealthy.
Have you ever fished in this lake?
Yeah, of course. Where do you think I got the knucklehead trout that we were cooking?
I did not know.
Okay, I really only catch like maybe 20.
Oh,
I thought so.
that is significant.
It's significantly less. We should go.
All right, Grinsk lets you borrow one of his boats, and all of you can make a perception check. Get some.
This is my
Let's roll some dice.
first D&D 5e roll
You guys do have the affirmation bar.
in the history of
plus
my
two.
rolling life.
We're at +2.
Perception, you said?
Perception.
I got a natural 20 on
Wow,
my
that's
first
That's a
I
good
did too.
omen.
D&D 5e
What
roll.
is
I did
this?
too.
What? Oh my god.
Bones it.
Bones. Do I do it this? How do I do this, Bones?
Nah,
I
dude,
have no
you can do it however you want. We can open palm it. We can close palm it. We can snowman it if you want to snowman it. There's like a lot
What
of
is a
variations.
snowman?
I stick two palms out like this. And then I put mine in the middle. Snowman.
I like this thing. Thank
Yeah,
you.
dude, it's cool.
Ajira, what did you get?
I haven't rolled yet, but that's because I was looking up something about I rolled a 1. It's bad omen. I was looking up
So
something
Ajira's
about-
gonna die,
Yeah, pretty
and-
much.
I got
Vinny
an
and Quill are
18.
gonna live, and Haskell's gonna be somewhere in the middle.
Getting a double bonus or something on proficient bonus is doubled for proficient skills when you make an int or wisdom check in the Arctic, which is my favorite terrain. So I just had a question of how that works.
Okay, so I'm gonna call this this is a town right now.
Okay,
So
it's
you'll get
not
that
gonna
when you
be-
are like braving the wilds
Perfect.
outside of town.
Cool. Awesome. I got 6 then with a natural 1.
Okay, Haskell, Ajira, you're looking out toward the lake, just kind of surveying the situation. Vinny, Quill, and Haskell, you all notice that the second rowboat, so each of these rowboats that he has can fit all 4 of you in one. So he offers you one of them, and you notice that the second one is tied off and has taken some significant damage. And Quill and Vinny, you guys would say that it looks like bite marks.
How large of a mouth would be needed to make these bite marks?
Larger than yours.
Okay.
Like, do you see that? That?
Yeah. It is quite significant damage.
Yeah, something was
some-
hungry for
A
boats.
crew ran into an ice flow out there. It was a mess.
Nah, dude, that's no ice flow. That's
What is your name?
teeth.
What is your name?
This is Grinsky.
Grinsky.
It's Grinsk.
Grins.
Vinny, I told you to stop calling me that.
Yeah, it's cool.
I would not recommend lying. It is not polite.
I've seen no monster.
But you cannot say that was an ice flow when that ice flow did not exist. Those are bite marks.
Look out there. Look at all those ice flows. You want to tell me that something took a bite out of this boat when there's a million times more ice flows that you can run into?
Look, dude, I think that we're kind of off on the wrong start here. Do you agree that this is snow?
Listen, I want fish from you, not a bunch of stories or questions. Either get in the ship, get in the boat, or I'll find somebody else.
All right, dude, find somebody else. But you came to us, just remember that.
I think that your options are a bit narrow at this point. All we are asking is to be properly prepared before we go.
Okay, listen, I wasn't in the boat when it happened. I don't know what happened, okay? Is that enough? Did I answer your question? That's all I know.
Dude, you didn't answer anything.
The boat came back like that.
Did anyone come back on the boat, dude?
There was
Grinsky, come on.
There was maybe 2 fewer people than when I sent it out.
Whoa, dude, that seems like pretty important information.
I
Well, if
step
I
into
go
the
around
boat.
spreading the story, how am I going to get anyone to fish for me?
Well, you don't
Make it
lie to him,
safe.
dude.
Well, maybe
Okay.
you can start making it safe by getting rid of whatever's out there.
We gotta talk to these 2 fishermen that made it back. Go get them.
I don't have time for this.
I would say you don't have time for this.
He starts walking away.
He's gonna go get them, don't worry.
I do not think he's going to get them. But
Now,
I am
Grinsky
also
and I
not
know.
afraid.
What?
And she'll get into the boat.
Well, it's on ice right now, so you guys need to haul it over the water.
Oh, okay. That was less dramatic.
It could be, but maybe Quill doesn't really realize that.
Well, dude, we're not gonna drag you over there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, boats gotta get in the water first.
Does not understand how
I've
things
never
boats
used one
work.
before. I thought perhaps it's went across the water.
No, it's okay. Let's just drag it out there.
Are there like ropes to grab onto it and start pulling?
Yeah, so it's
She'll do
tied to
her
the dock
best.
right now, and you guys can drag it out there.
So are
Many
we all
hands
prepared to
light
have to
work.
deal with what's out there?
I mean, I got my fishing pole.
I always
So-
have my magics.
I've got my bow. so I
Vijira,
think
you are meant to kill this thing.
I'll do
I
my
will help
best.
you.
Is that
So I
something
could
that
be the
you're
one to
good
kill
at?
it.
You will not do this. It will be Vijira. I can hear it.
Let's see if you're accurate.
This will be what lights your heart's fire again. I will assist it.
My heart's fire, as I said, is out and not likely to return. Let's go.
You are unwise in this regard.
Probably in many others as well. And she hops down on the ice and starts pulling.
I am good at magic.
Who's
I'm not
pulling
going to
the boat?
respond.
That's fine. She's more muttering it to herself.
Oh,
Um,
Vinny will say, "Yeah, Judette, we believe you," and he'll wink.
I'm going to pull out my drum and I'm going to start just pounding on it. Now pull it together. It'll make easy work.
Is anybody else going to help me pull this thing?
Yes,
Yeah.
I said
Back, are
many
they all
hands
on the
make
boat?
light work. She's holding onto a rope already.
Okay.
Vinny is too. He's pulling.
Okay, the
Pull
three
to
of
the
you are
beat of
able
my
to.
drum together.
And you're just sitting in the boat with a drum.
No, I'll follow behind.
Okay. You're just sitting there like a kid in a grocery cart. Okay, between the three of you, you're able to get it pretty easily, and you slide it across the ice. You see many other sets of footsteps with drag marks, indicating that lots of other people have done this many times. And you walk. The ice feels solid beneath your feet, and even with Haskell's drumming, it doesn't seem to budge. Although, Shira, that might make you a little nervous.
She's thought about this.
Yeah.
It was a lesser of two evils. Do I talk to him about it, or do I just fall in the water?
Just let it
Falling in the
happen,
water
yeah.
was better.
So you drag the boat, as I said, several hundred yards, and find your way to the part where the ice gets a bit thinner, and then finally where you're able to push the boat into the water.
Question.
Mhm.
Does everyone else have fishing poles?
Yeah, he'll have equipped you guys with the gear you need.
Oh, good.
He's expecting to get it back, except for you, Vinny, because you already have some of your own. But yeah, you have a fishing tackle kit, basically. And then a basket where you can hopefully put the fish that you catch. All right.
How many fish will it hold, our basket?
It will hold as many as you can catch.
Nice.
Oh, magical basket.
We can also store them in my shell if we need to.
I
Is
don't
that
want to do that.
sanitary?
I mean, they're fish.
I mean,
You.
He is
it's
also a
sanitary
fish.
for you.
What if
Yeah,
get
you
the
just
scales
give the
off?
shell a nice wash.
I did not realize it was rinsable.
Yeah, it's totally rinsable. I just go inside and scrub it around a little.
This is
How
fascinating.
large is the shell on the inside?
Do you want to see? He'll like go into his shell.
I peek in the top.
Yeah, it's pretty good in here.
He's pretty large. She looks amazed and then gets in the boat.
So, Vinny, you've fished for knucklehead trout before.
Is
And
there
you know... Oh, go ahead, Quill.
is there a good place, Vinny, that we should go to
Yeah,
catch these?
Just out on the water anywhere, really.
Vinny, you know knucklehead trout are not like other fish. They are very large and they are very strong. And if you manage to hook one, then it is a fight to get it into the boat.
You'll never have a better fishing experience than fighting with a knucklehead trout. I promise you that.
Wow. Perhaps I will be of some assistance. And she'll stand up and she'll like start almost like Avatar water bending, and you can see the water start to move. When you get one close, I can help make the fight easier, perhaps.
Whoa, you're gonna scare the fish away, doodad?
Oh, I am so sorry.
It's okay, you didn't know. Wait till we're ready, and then do your little, he winks, magic stuff.
I do not know the meaning of the Haskell. What does this one-eye blink mean?
It means that he understands the same thing I've explained. The magic has not come from you. It's from the world around you.
It still flows through me.
You are but a tool for the magic.
Validates her
Demoted.
experiences.
All right.
Can we row? We row.
Yep.
Am I not allowed to help move the boat with this water?
Whoa, can you do that?
I don't know.
What do you
I
propose,
can
Sam?
change the flow of water so it can like flow us in a direction.
What spell is this?
It's shape water. It's a cantrip. I can click it.
Oh,
Pia!
yeah, do that. Can manipulate it in one of the following ways.
And I can have 2 instantaneous effects going at the time.
Yeah, that seems like you would be able to make the water flow in the direction you want it to.
Sweet.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Dudette, this is incredible.
She'll just kind of like eyeball Haskell. Thank you for your kind words.
You're truly a vessel for the gods, Quill. Continue to listen to them and accept their power.
Thank you, Haskell.
So if Quill is focusing on getting the water to flow, who is at the oars helping to steer and stuff?
I guess Vinny, since he has vehicle boats.
Ijira will do the other one, since apparently Haskell is drumming.
Yeah, I'm just going to be sitting there drumming.
Okay.
Probably.
How many
get a
oars
little
are on this
fish.
thing?
Just 2. So Vinny could man both if he wants to.
Whoa, you don't need a person per oar. It's actually easier if you just, single dude it.
You go ahead and single dude it.
Yeah, no offense or anything, Dudette. I'm sure you're totally capable.
I appreciate that. And she'll scoot over back to like the different row and sit there instead.
All right, Vinny, I need you to make me a survival check.
Oh, yeah. I'm trained in that. 24.
Nice.
Woo! Easy. So as you guys go along, there is a lantern on the boat that sheds light about 30 feet out and then dim light another 30 feet. So you have some vision, but as you can tell from the shore, there are some big ice flows out on the lake. And Vinny, though, you've practiced now at least a handful of times, and you navigate around a pretty large ice floe with ease as Quill continues to move the boat forward.
Faster, Dudette! Keep it going!
Do her best to go faster, but it's really only the one pace.
This is
She's like-
gnarly, Dudette! Everybody hold on!
You guys are so loud.
Are we going at like a gentle pace?
Yeah.
Making the
Yes.
water spirits very happy, Quill.
Thank you, Haskell. I will continue to let the gods flow through me.
Very good.
As you say this, Haskell, a splash of water comes up onto the ledge of the boat. And it splashes up in a really weird way. Not like the splashing of the oars or moving through the water, but it splashes directly up out of the water onto the lip of the boat. And then from that water, a small figure stands up. It seems to be made of water, and it doesn't have any features really. It's just like a humanoid shape, and it tilts its head at you, Haskell.
Look it, you have drawn one to the boat. Hello, little godling. What are you doing here? I'm gonna go crouch down and get my face like real close to it.
It kind of mirrors your body movement, so it like crouches down and moves its little watery head toward you.
We are truly blessed this day. We shall not perish on this lake.
Then it touches your nose, Haskell, like boops you on the nose.
I am honored. I'm gonna kneel down and like bow to it.
3 other watery figures slip up onto the ledge of the boat, near each of you, and they all like wave their little water arms in the air.
Pay
Huh?
respect.
My name is Quill. Who are you?
Do I know what these
Bound
are?
Quill.
You've not ever seen these before, Vinny.
Can you
Jira,
roll?
these look like Chwingas.
Beautiful. I told you we would find them. Do they look tangible?
They look very watery right now, but tangible as in how water is tangible. But they look like they're made of water at the moment. One, the one by you, Vinny, kind of looks you up and down, and then reaches its arm in the water and comes up with a little oar made of water, and starts like mimicking your motions.
Whoa, little dude. Good work.
It holds out its little water oar to you.
You want to trade? He'll drop the big oar at it.
It holds out the water oar still.
He'll take it if he can.
Okay.
Jira,
It,
get the other oar out of the water.
Yeah, it's like hooked in, so it's
Okay.
not gonna just like fall out.
Okay, good.
Can I take out a gold coin and give one to one of them?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out a gold coin. This is for you. Take it to the gods.
It like approaches the gold coin very slowly and then takes it and then holds it up victoriously, and all the others start hopping up and down and doing a little dance around the boat. And the wind kind of whips by you guys, and it sounds like small giggling and cheering.
Yes, the deepest respects. All of you pay your respects to the gods.
Why are you giving the Tringa gold?
These are
The twi-
godlings.
The twing in front of you, Quill, grows little water horns like yours, and then motions you down toward it.
I'm gonna like do a shape water, and I'm gonna make it into one little one that looks like them, and because I can make little creatures, and it's just gonna like jump on top of the water next to it, and I'll lean down.
It like puts its water hands to its head and then looks back at you and gives your finger a hug.
Quill, you are a true daughter of the seas.
Can I sense motive these creatures?
Sure.
Like, how are we supposed to catch these things again?
Not catch the godlings.
They are
What is
quite
sense motive?
precious. Why would we
Insight?
catch them?
It is insight, yes.
Got a 14.
These are foreign creatures to you, Ajira. You have seen them before, but like I said, they're very tricky and curious and difficult to read, and they really don't seem to have human motivations.
Okay.
They're very kind of beyond human understanding as far as how they act and why. But as you sort of examine closer these creatures and sort of give it the squinty eye, the one in front of you puts its hands on its hips and kind of leans toward you with its head like a little bit.
She cracks a little smile. What are you doing here, small creature?
It points at you and motions you toward it.
You want me to get in the water with you? You want me to come closer? Why?
Do it, Ajira. Do not question.
It isn't polite.
What if we all get pulled into the water at the same time and a beast eats us because a Dringo wanted me to give it a hug?
It lays down on the lip of the boat and starts like flailing its legs and arms.
You're
Oh, it is
upsetting
so
the gods,
sad.
Ajira. Approach it. You get us all killed.
She'll like lean down towards the edge of the boat, solidly behind the wall of the boat, and looks at it.
Okay. It smacks you in the face. It just feels like it's just like a little splash of water. And then it like mimes laughing, and then they all four jump back into the water and disappear.
Oh,
It's okay. She must accept her punishment. She had it coming.
oh no, I'm just sad that it is gone.
And
I
you
catch one
notice
of them, so
on all of your wrists, you suddenly have a fine woven bracelet that feels kind of cold to the touch, not uncomfortably, but it feels like it's made out of thread, but not like any thread or anything you've seen before.
They gave us a gift.
See,
Let's go.
Ajira, is this not proof enough? A gift from the gods.
gift or a curse?
A gift.
I think it's a gift for
Yours
real.
perhaps may be accursed. You did not pay proper respects.
No, it laughed. It was fine.
Haskell, yours has a little tiny figurine on it with a straw hat, and Quill, yours has a tiny rune-etched heart.
I love it.
And
It
these
is so
are your
precious.
charm bracelets.
Beautiful.
That's so cool.
That's wonderful.
Well, I guess we should just start casting.
Oh,
Is this a good spot?
perhaps I can help. And I'm gonna
Not that
recast my
kind of
shape
casting,
water.
Quill. Not that kind of casting.
I'm gonna shape water, and I'm gonna make 10 feet of water clear so we can see like deep into it and see if there's fish.
Okay. I will say this, the water itself is pretty clear.
Okay.
It's just really dark. So the problem is more light penetration rather than murk or dirtiness or anything, because this is pretty crystal clear, pure water.
Is there like anything disposable on the boat that will sink?
Oh, like you want to toss something overboard?
Uh-huh.
Not particularly disposable.
Okay, I'll take another gold coin and I'm gonna cast light on it and I'm gonna drop it into the water where she's.
Whoa,
Do we have a
dude.
copper? Do you have a copper?
I got
Haskell doesn't deal in copper.
dude,
Wow.
I got some weights for the fishing line
It's okay.
in my tackle box, dude. Don't waste your good money.
Another tribute to the gods. I'm gonna just drop it in.
This is why he could not afford his meal.
You
I'm
assumed
starting
my
to
coin.
understand.
I have plenty of coin.
How much coin do you have? Enough to get the meal?
That is my business.
It's about to be the fish business.
It will be the business of the little godlings.
Wait, did you cast light on that coin?
Yeah, I'm casting light. So I'm gonna cup it in my hands so it starts glowing, and then I'm just gonna drop it into the water.
Dude,
Well-
that's either gonna scare the fish or be amazing.
It will be
Or-
amazing. We are blessed.
It could possibly attract the monster to us, and then we could deal with it.
Indeed. No better time to slay the monster than right now.
Then he sits back, puts his hat down, and just starts casting.
Okay, is anyone else fishing?
Yes.
I will
Ajira
try.
is fishing.
But I really am planning on using my magic to help bring the fish in once we're caught.
Okay. Vinny, you have seen people pulled over into the water by these fish before.
Yeah, that's why he's leaning back. He's got his
Yeah, okay.
feet up on the edge.
I'm telling you, you don't have to, but I'm telling you in case you want to warn anyone else. But
I'm not fishing.
play that however you want.
Yo, dudettes and little dude. If you don't want to get pulled over, you gotta put your feet up like this and cast from a reclined position.
Oh. All right.
Noted. And she'll
I
do
will leave
it.
the fishing to you. You seem an expert.
She looks uncomfortable, but she's doing it.
She's mimicking Vinny's posture as closely as possible.
Okay. I will bring you over to this map now.
Do we get a roll for the fishing?
Mm-hmm.
What do we roll? Survival?
Yes.
Vinny's
Can you guys all
token's
see?
cracking me up.
Okay. Can you guys all see the map? Did I do this correctly?
Yeah.
I can
Okay.
see the
Yeah.
map,
Good.
yes.
Excellent.
The music is very creepy.
Yeah, this is
Yes.
fine, apparently. This is completely safe fishing.
You
This
find
is safe.
yourselves out. You can see the shore still in the lights from Bremen. You also see on the other side of the lake lights from two other groups of lights, I should say. Ajira, you've been to these places before. You've been to all of Tin Towns at one point or another. But and Vinny, you would know these places by name because of just having been around. You know that across the lake there's Lonelywood and Tourmaline. You can also see kind of more back in the direction you came, but a little bit south of Bremen. There is the city, the town. That's the better word for it. They're all 10 towns. The town of Targos. So you know all of 4 of these towns use this lake and fish on it and that kind of thing. You know that Bremen also considers these towns rivals, more or less, because they all compete for the same fish and things like that. Otherwise, the lake is dark, other than the lantern that's casting a lonely light that slowly fades into blackness.
So it's dark out here.
It's dark, yes, other than, you know, the lantern light that you're surrounded by.
I'm gonna cast light on my leather chest piece then as well.
Okay, it doesn't increase the light, but you now have 2 sources of light.
Whoa, dude, warn a bro before you do that.
It was quite bright.
He's just gonna stare at you guys, not say anything.
The lake is very quiet, other than the ice kind of floating around in the water. Occasionally, small chunks butt up against the boat and make a knocking sound.
I'm gonna beat my drum in an ominous tune to add to it.
Dude, you're gonna scare the fish, man.
It will draw them to us. Trust
I
me.
don't think you've ever been fishing, dude.
I've been fishing on many lakes, just not this one.
And you catch them with your drum?
I have.
All right, dude. I'm gonna trust you.
If you believe and if you are devout enough, the fish will leap into the boat. Just wait.
All right, let's start rolling for fish. An hour goes by. We'll see how you guys fare. You can all make a survival check.
I get advantage on fishing.
Got a 9.
It's only if I'm fishing that I'm rolling a survival, right?
Yes. Yeah. If you're just chilling, you can just chill.
Just
got a
chilling.
14.
Roll a survival minus something because you're just fishing with a drum.
Do they leap into the boat?
No, they do not. Quill, you managed to hook one.
Oh no.
Suddenly, suddenly breaking the silence, that your line starts thrashing,
Oh,
and the water just starts splashing all around.
um,
And you need to make a strength athletics check.
Vinny?
Yeah, you just gotta brace it.
She's bracing as best as she can.
Brace yourselves.
She was sitting just how Vinny told her. And I got a 14.
A 14. Okay, let's see. Let's see how the fish does.
Does that give her advantage sitting in a way?
No, but the fish will not get advantage.
Okay.
That normally they do get advantage because they strong boys. Okay, you got a 14.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you fight and you fight, but you just can't seem to pull this fish any closer. And eventually it slips the line, but it does not pull you into the water. But the line goes limp.
What happened?
Yeah, that happens sometimes. They get the food and then get away. It's all right. Pull it back up, rebait, cast it back out. That's fishing.
Okay.
Fate of that fish is elsewhere. It was not meant to be in the boat.
What can I do next time?
You gotta give it a tug when you see the little bobber go down.
Okay, to set the hook.
Yeah, you got it,
Understand.
Jeanette.
All right, I will try again.
Okay, roll survival checks again if you're fishing.
13.
24.
Wow.
Oh, buddy.
13.
Oh, buddy.
Quill, no luck this hour, but
Okay.
Ajira and Vinny, you both hook one, and I need you to make athletics checks.
Just
May I-
like this, Dudette.
May I start like directing the flow of water that the fish is in towards us to make it easier to catch them?
Yeah, okay.
I can have 2 separate ones going at the same time.
Ooh, okay. You guys both get advantage then on your athletics
Yes.
checks.
Oh, cool. So that just means I
Oh,
get a roll
nice.
again, like 2, right?
Yes, and take the bitter one.
I got a 17 or a 16 and a 2. So
I got a
I'll take the
17.
16.
Okay. I think, let me make sure I'm getting this right. Oh, I have to contest you guys. That's right. I just did this. Okay. All right. Vinny's first. You struggle and you fight. You've done this before, though. You've done this dance. And you set the hook and you manage to reel it all the way in.
I got one.
Nice.
And Ajira, you also managed to pull yours all the way in, thanks to Quill's help as well. And they kind of come up in these like bubbles of water that Quill is sort of maintaining, and then you can release them, and you guys get them into the basket.
Oh, they're huge.
They are very big for a fish.
Wow.
They're the size of Haskell.
Well done, Quill. Look at these beautiful creatures you have brought us.
Thank you.
I'm gonna
Haskell?
smack him on the head with my mace.
Dude, they got a skull plate head, man.
This is
That's
Going
true.
to
I need to show you guys the picture.
Oh, picture.
Yes.
Oh,
No.
wow.
They look like mini whales.
Yeah, they're
It's
big
like
guys.
Does it just clunk when I hit it on the head?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Don't break your mace.
I'm gonna start drumming on its head.
This is a large
Splatter.
I cannot believe it's only one gold.
Level 1 Geek does not endorse animal cruelty.
Vinny will toss you a knife. You gotta get it right behind that bone plate, dude. Just one quick jab.
Can I do like a perform to do like a neat knife trick when he tosses me the knife?
Sure. You
yeah.
risk cutting yourself if you mess this up.
Oh
though.
yeah, it's worth. Let's see, performance. Well, that's a 6.
Okay. His knife is a bit wet because he just brought a fish in.
Is this a fail?
Yeah.
This is not like beneficial, but I'm gonna hero point it.
Because you want to
Can't
be cool.
it can't happen. It
Dude,
can't
don't
happen.
drop my knife.
Let's try that again. There we go.
Whoa. All right.
Thick nasty.
24.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna like do like a defty twirly knife trick, and then I'm just gonna slice it right where he said.
Okay. Fancy tricks from the halfling.
This is a good knife. May I keep it?
Yeah, dude, that's fine.
Thank you. I seem to have lost mine. Is it a dagger?
Yeah.
I needed one of those. Nice.
It's not a dagger. It's a fishing knife that's like
Oh.
in tackle. So it's like you can't use it in combat.
Okay.
It's just to gut fish.
Oh, I'm keeping it anyways. Okay.
Ajira and Quill, I need you both to make me perception checks.
Of course. Unfortunately, I did not do well. I rolled a 7.
I got a 9.
Okay. Oops, I want to do this. You guys are fishing. You're casting your lines and trying to bring in another one. When all of a sudden you notice the water darken immediately below where you guys are casting, and you see a huge shadow in the water moving.
Oh. Ichira.
I see it as well. Can I
Is it
do
you
like
see?
a knowledge to know what kind of big creatures could be in this water that maybe fit the bill for what was happening?
Sure.
So nature probably.
Yes.
18.
So there are lots of water creatures, as you are aware. As far as freshwater, maybe some kind of gator, possibly, probably couldn't be a shark because saltwater thing. There are a handful of fish that can get really big. But
Like
nothing
excessively large knucklehead.
Yeah, nothing
trout.
that immediately comes to mind of like what would belong here.
Something abnormal.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
So
what
you think you
that's
can
big.
you think you at least can decide that this is not a regularly occurring lake creature.
Okay.
You
Not
pointed
sure what
out?
This could be. Yeah, we were having a conversation about it. So,
I mean, but like to Haskell and Vinny.
Oh, I'm looking over the edge of the boat and talking. So if you pick that up,
It
then-
continues moving. Oh, I don't want to move the boat. I want to move.
Yura, this is what is meant to relight your heart's fire. You're going to kill that beast. I'm going to start pounding on my drum.
Whoa, this is the white whale, dude. This is worth at least 2 gold.
We will be safe, and it will be dead, and it will be
Oh,
glorious
Can
and
I
good
put
for
my,
your soul.
my fishing line out right in front of it? Like
That's
can I
what Vinny
plop it
wants
in
to
the
do
water?
too.
You guys are going to cast over here.
And try to catch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm giving Ajira a bardic performance.
Okay.
So you get to add a d6 to a roll of your choice in the next 10 minutes.
Oh, cool.
Whoa, dude, I'm the fisherman, man. 23.
You guys are you adding the affirmation bar too?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Okay.
25.
I got a 19.
Okay. Yeah, both these are for casting, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys land it dead where you wanted to, where you meant to, in front of this creature. And it swims and then disappears. And your lines are left bobbing silently in the water.
Pull my line back in.
No, you got to give it a minute sometimes.
I've already pulled my line back in.
Vinny doesn't. He's going to just wait.
I'm
gonna
gonna-
look towards the other side.
I'm gonna stand up on the boat and I'm gonna start banging my drum and just screaming, "Creature of the sea, we have come to slay you. Rise up and fight us. Do not cower." And I'm like banging my drum frantically.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything?
Gonna keep trying to catch this thing. If I have to recast, whatever I got to do.
I have a bad
Ready in
feeling of
action
this.
To brace the boat for the whatever opposite direction it shakes if this thing hits us.
Sure. So you want to like prepare to brace the boat, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Counteract the weight so we don't capsize.
Gotcha.
I want to hook one of our trout we caught as bait and cast that out.
Wow.
What are you doing? That is a gold.
No way, Judette. This is bait for a bigger fish for another gold. Can I do that?
Yeah, you can hook it on and you
can
cast it out into the water.
Yeah. Double 22s. 22.
24.
24.
24.
With that chat help. Okay, you plop that big old fish in the water, and then pretty soon you see the shadow reappear underneath your line.
How
Did it
close?
succeed? Because I'll
You
hero
don't-
point if it didn't.
You don't feel any tension on the line. You just see it appear.
Can I hero point this?
How close to the top of the water is this thing?
Just move the
What
line
are
a
you-
little bit and then tempt it in closer as if it were alive.
I'll tell you this, Vinny. You feel not tugs, but you feel kind of like taps on the line.
Oh man, can I roll animal handling to try to like I don't know if that'll work, or survival or something to try to get this to bite.
Pretend like the fish is still alive.
Like
Marionette,
something.
roll performance. Marionette.
Whatever I gotta do, I'll roll it.
Go ahead and roll another survival.
I will hero point this too. Like I am dedicated. 25.
Okay. You feel a hard tug on the line.
Dudes, let's get ready. Grab onto me.
This
And
is
he
it,
just
Tajira. Get ready.
pulls as hard as he can to try to hook whatever this is.
Ben ready. And she's bracing the boat to like help him pull it in.
Okay.
Start channeling the magic. Feel it around you.
She's going to like stand up and she's going to start working as hard as she can to flow the water towards Vinny.
So cool. Vinny, when he leans back, he takes a bite of the fish in the basket. Just real quick.
Okay. You get
So cool.
you can do an athletics check with advantage because people are helping you.
Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Come on, natural 20. A 10.
Oh no.
I'm
A
using
12.
a 12. I will use a hero point.
Okay.
Do I re-roll with advantage or just roll one of the dice?
You re-roll. Oh, re-roll one dice. And
Okay.
then you can add 2.
Oh, it's a
Natural 20.
Yes.
You all see,
Tori's face.
No, I'm sorry. I'm looking for something.
you see Vinny's like turtle muscles just tighten and his legs, his clawed legs dig into the boat and just like brace himself.
Tori has the look of a DM who's like, "Oh no, they did it."
I needed to find this thing's strength. Let's see.
I don't know if the basket's gonna be big enough.
I don't know if the boat is going to be big enough.
What was it total?
27.
27.
7.
Okay. This is nothing. This knucklehead trouts are nothing compared to this fight that you're putting up. But finally, with all of you, you pull this line out of the water, and the fish on the end goes flying out of the water and slaps into the water on the other side. And the shadow the shadow disappears again.
No.
Is it still attached to the thing?
The fish?
Yeah, is it still hooked?
Mm-hmm.
Brace the other way. We've got to pull it back in. I will ready my bow. Get it in the air again. And I'll brace and then pull my bow out and ready to shoot it as it comes across if we can do that again.
Wait, what fish jumped out? The bait, right? Not
But
the...
yeah, the
Oh, it was just the
fish
bait?
on the hook.
Yeah,
that
this
you
thing
guys
let go.
Then never mind.
I thought I had it. I guess I didn't.
I'm still yelling at it. Cowardly creature! Come to the boat! Fight us!
How far away from the top of the water was that shadow? Like, if I could gauge in depth.
Maybe
How many leagues
maybe
under the
5
sea?
feet. Was pretty
Okay.
close.
I pull my bow out. When it comes up again, I am going to shoot it into the water.
Okay.
I'll even tie a thing on the end of my arrow if we need.
Okay.
A rope. That's the word.
You guys all hear a voice from this direction. Go away.
What
You
was that?
speak. You speak,
me.
creature. Talk to us. Come face your death honorably.
Quill is going to kneel down and lean over the edge of the boat and like look towards like the voice. And I would like to try and roll a persuasion to get it to talk to us more.
Okay, what are you going to say?
Well, I was gonna roll first and then say according to however well I
okay,
rolled.
that's
That's
fair.
okay.
Go ahead. You guys are affirmed.
Okay, I've got 23. And she'll say, listen, if you are of intelligent kind, we would be more than willing to speak with you. Come tell us. Why must we leave? Are you hurt?
Oh man, hold on. Roll 20 stuff. Okay. You see the shadow appear again. Ajira, are you going to shoot?
Hello, how are you?
I think that I'll wait because she's talking to them.
Okay.
So I'll be ready though if something hostile happens to.
Your aim true, Ajira.
We must wait to see what
You
it is.
see a reptilian head just peek out of the water, barely,
Oh, you are so cute.
with narrowed eyes.
You are so cute. Hi, my name is Quill. What is your name?
It slowly floats closer to you guys.
Ready, Ajira.
Are we in your home? I did not mean to invade. We are just looking for food, for our people are quite hungry.
The small one said you would slay me.
He is very aggressive. I am quite sorry about that. If you are a friend, then we have no need to slay you.
Is it speaking common?
Mm-hmm.
Speaks the truth.
That is if you stop chomping on boats.
Well, perhaps he has reason to chomp on boats. Have you asked? Do you have a reason to chomp on boats?
Are you the one jumping on boats?
Well, you're being so friendly. It sticks its head up all the way finally, and you guys at last can see what this thing is.
Oh, give me the picture.
Oh,
It's a screaming eel.
it's very scary.
I will pull up a picture for you guys. It looks to be a plesiosaurus.
You are you rare? I have never seen your kind before.
This is not this picture I'm about to show you is not the situation that's happening, but
Okay.
this is the art in the book.
Ah!
Okay.
Luckily, you
That's
avoided
cool art.
this particular scenario, at least for the moment. But that's what it looks like.
Yo, little dude, I'm gonna need that knife back.
Are you
You said I
what?
could keep it.
Steady your hands.
Yeah, dude, but I'm gonna go in after it.
Are you hungry?
I'll hand you the knife.
We have plenty of fish here.
Do you mind if we take some fish for ourselves? We will just hunt for it as you might hunt.
No Bremen boats allowed to fish.
Why?
Why are you being so kind to the boat, Jumper? Make it explain itself.
But
We are
I'm
working on that.
I was thinking it would be better to have a conversation, Haskell, and find out in a nice way rather than fighting and being
It circles around. over
Conversations
toward
are for
Haskell.
times with less boat chomping. Boat chomping calls for explanations.
Pascal,
Excuse me, and she's like trying to like rotate around the boat along with it, just like
Okay.
super awkward. Excuse me. You said that we cannot fish here, but we have people that we must feed, just as you must feed. It is the way of life, and this is what we hunger for.
And we
Why must
require
we not fish
unchomped
here?
boats.
you said just Bremen boats? Is
No
this applicable
boats
to
from
other
Bremen
boats?
allowed. Those were the instructions.
From who?
Instructions from who?
It kind of drifts away a little bit.
We haven't
you-
heard you.
Excuse me, I could not hear what you said in answer to my question. Would you mind answering? I want to know who we have who have we offended being from Bremen? For we would make reparations if possible.
Any of you guys, if you feel like your character might know this sort of thing, can make an Arcana check.
I mean, I have Arcana, but I don't know what you mean by that.
I just mean if you think your character has no knowledge of magic, for example, you probably shouldn't make the check. So if you have Arcana, go ahead. But you can make untrained skill checks in
13.
addition.
I actually think I would. So I'm gonna make one. 10 or 12 if we still have +2.
Okay. Quill, Ajira, you're not quite sure what to make of this whole thing. But Quill, it seems like this creature, you don't know a lot about plesiosauruses. You've probably never seen one before, but it seems to be under the effects of an awaken spell from a druid, which basically a druid can awaken an animal, meaning they can basically give it human intelligence and the ability to speak and things like that. You can guess that perhaps that might be where the instructions came from.
Whoa.
Excuse my dog. The plesiosaurus can bark now.
Shocking. Ah, this is quite unusual. Look, it has been brought to consciousness by a druid, most likely. Perhaps a druid has angered Bremen. Bremen? The city.
It is Bremen.
No boats from Bremen allowed.
Can I roll a local knowledge to see if I know anything from traveling through the cities, like if someone is upset at people from Bremen?
Sure. Make a history check.
You need to explain yourself, boat chomper.
I get like a 8.
Okay, doesn't sound familiar. You know that all 4 of these towns fish on this lake, so you don't you don't know of anything that is specific to Bremen that would.
How long have these stories been happening? Like the people not being able to fish, coming back with boats.
A while.
Damaged and people missing.
Yeah, a little while. Months.
Months.
I used to just swim around and eat fish, but now I'm supposed to destroy the boats from Bremen. That's what she said.
Oh,
Yes, now you are a boat jumper. You
That
need
is
to
very-
explain why.
that is very sad. He did explain why. Because he was told to, and he used to be happy, and now he has a job.
There's no
Animals are not
explanation,
supposed to
Quill.
have this.
Who
I
told
don't-
you to do this?
If I don't do my job, she said that the Frostmaiden would take my gift away. I don't want to be stupid again.
That is terrible. Perhaps I can help you. Perhaps I can find out why this person is angry at the boats of Brennan, and then you won't have to bite them anymore, and then we can all be happy and live together in harmony. And you can have fish, and we can have fish. Does that sound nice? And I'll hold my hand out towards it as if to pat its head.
Make a persuasion check. You can
Okay.
have advantage because you've been so dang friendly.
Okay, that's my first one. My second one, nat 20.
Woo!
So
Quill is on fire.
that is a 27 total.
Nice. It slowly drifts closer around to your side.
Haskell's given this thing the death eyes.
Yo,
It
little
doesn't
dude,
doesn't quite meet your hand, but it comes a little closer.
you ready, dude?
And then you can be happy in
I
the,
am
in
ready.
the water and have all the fish and have all the smartness. But then you can also let other people survive. We would be happy to make reparations with the druid that has done this.
I do not know what the people have done. She just told me to do it, that the people of Bremen must suffer.
Oh, that
I
is
don't
so
want to
sad.
be stupid again.
I do not
Quill,
want you to be stupid either.
you would know that this effect is permanent.
Oh, okay. Let me see. I am quite studied in the magics, and I'll do a little show of lifting the water up out of the water and make it a little mini plesiosaur that dives back in. See? And I have heard of this spell that has been cast upon you. You cannot be made stupid again. You are free to make your own choice, and not even the Frostmaiden could take it from you.
It
Yo.
floats up to you a little closer with narrowed eyes.
Yo,
I
little
had-
dude, switch me places.
I'll
I-
trade Vinny places.
Hold your hands. And she tries to get you guys out of the way.
And she's leaning so far out of the boat. She wants to touch this thing so bad.
Vinny stands up and grabs his fishing pole in two hands
Oh,
and
Okay.
just
She's so entranced by this thing, she's probably not noticing.
and creeps up behind Quill and just looks over at Haskell.
You should stop jumping boats. I need that promise from you.
it quickly retreats.
You got one chance, dude.
I
Listen to
think
the
she
little
might
dude.
fall into the water
Oh,
because
okay.
she was leaned so far
Yeah,
out and it suddenly
make
disappeared.
a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Try to catch her. Can I please?
Nat
try to
one.
catch her?
I'm so far in this water. I'm okay with
Uh,
falling in.
You also have a hero point.
It's okay. I won't
um,
use my hero point.
Okay, Ajira, you can make a dexterity saving throw.
I just feel like this was definitely what was going to happen to her at this point.
14.
Okay, not quite. You see that her weight is forward, and you reach out to grab her pack, and you just miss, and she falls face first into the frigid water. And the plesiosaurus hisses at you, Haskell, and Vinny, and barks at you also.
Well, dude, enough with the barking and hissing. We're just trying to ask you some questions, and you're not answering.
We are trying to handle this peacefully, but we are not all as naive as Quill.
Vinny will reach the fishing pole out to Quill to help her back in.
Okay, you can get Quill back into the boat.
Can he? Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's not too hard, but Quill, you are freezing. The water was ice cold, literally. And now your clothes are soaked through, and you are no longer getting the benefits of warm clothing.
Okay, that's fair.
Look, dude, answer the question.
Stop yelling at him. He's only trying to protect himself, and everyone has that right to protect
Then we
themselves.
must get
He
you
is
back.
jumping boats.
And he's just an animal, dude.
No. And she like looks up, and for the first time, she looks angry. He has a right to protect himself, and he has been lied to. He is a victim. You do not yell at him. He does not want to bite the boats. He thought that he was going to be made stupid if he did not.
Look, I'll give him one chance. I'll give you one chance. Get him to talk. If not, I'm going in.
Please. And she'll lean back over towards the plesiosaur, and she's shivering and like holding her arms around herself. Please, trust me. We will not be made stupid again.
Well, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Me?
Yes.
Sweet. 23.
Dang.
Okay. You're able to grit through the freezing water for now, but you feel like if you are not able to get warm and dry soon, it will not be good for you. You say I will be smart.
You will be
Forever.
smart, yes.
It looks kind of among all of you. I do not have to chomp boats, as you say, to be smart.
You do not have to jump boats.
If you chomp boats, you will be dead.
Yeah, dude.
I have not died yet. I have chomped many boats.
You
I
haven't met
I
the
could
agents of
chomp
the
you.
gods.
I'm
You
sorry
could
that they
try,
are.
creature.
I'm sorry that my friends are so upset about the boats. I
They're more
understand that you are
acquaintances
just
than
trying to
anything.
protect yourself.
One of my friends were on those boats that you chopped.
So you understand their irritation, but please, perhaps, please, do not attack the boats, and then you will not incur their wrath any longer, and you can keep your smarts.
Can I good
so
cop, bad
cold.
cop, and intimidate it?
I'm so cold.
Sure. Quill, make one more persuasion check.
Oh gosh, okay.
Like when it looks at me, I don't even flinch. I'm glaring at this thing. It can.
I'm gonna
show
use
me.
my hero point to re-roll.
Okay.
Can I assist his? Is there assisting in this?
Yeah, you give them advantage, basically.
So my best one was 11.
Do you give me advantage? Because I
Okay.
could use it.
Do I have to roll that to give him advantage?
No, you just do.
Oh, because
Okay.
I'm terrible at intimidation.
I'm good at it, but my dice rolls beg to differ.
They know.
I'm
Oh my
gonna
gosh,
hero point
you and
it.
Quill.
We're just like talking over each other.
That's exactly what's happening.
Yeah, I'm gonna hero point reroll that one. This is
Oh,
my
gee.
best skill.
I would,
Mine was
There we
also
go.
my best skill.
20.
yeah, I would assist Quill with
Twen-
that.
22, right? Because
Okay.
+2 from chat and +2 from hero point.
Oh yeah, 22.
Yeah, Quill, roll with advantage.
Okay.
Ah!
Oh my goodness. So 20, 24?
Yeah.
26.
26.
26. Oh, right. Yes. Okay. 26. So what do you say, Haskell? How are you intimidating this thing?
You may chomp me, and I will burst out of your belly, so that you may chomp no more boats. Or you can listen to Quill. She's being too kind. Accept it.
Yeah, dude, he burst out of my belly once. He's telling the truth.
That's why he wears a shell.
Checks out.
Quill, what do you say?
As you can tell, they are not so smart, and they might seem frightening to you, but they are just trying to protect themselves, like you are trying to protect yourself. It is all we ever want, is to eat and take care of ourselves. So please, do not believe the one who has lied to you and would hurt you. Live your happiness. Take
Live
care
your
of
best
yourself.
life.
Take care of
Live your
yourself and
truth.
eat many fish.
Ravison. Ravison was her name.
I will take care of this liar, and I will teach her manners.
Majira, your heart's fire has been redirected.
I will chomp no more boats.
Well, like, do you know what city she's from?
Thank you. What is your name? Do you have a name?
I am smart, but she gave me no name.
Well, then your name is Smart.
Smart.
It is a strong name. We can be friends now, Smart, that you've agreed to not jump boats.
Smart.
The
Smart
little
is
godlings
my
in the
name.
water, they will bless you. But if you jump boats, they will swim down your throat and suffocate you from the inside out.
I do not like boats. I like fish.
Then you continue to jump fish.
We will do the same.
I am so sorry. I must get to land, or else I fear that I will not have fingers any longer.
Can I assist her in trying to help get her warm? Like maybe get the wet stuff off and give her some of mine dry stuff as much as possible. I know then we both will be cold, but maybe she won't be like so severely cold.
Freezing to death?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Quill starts stripping.
Yeah, she will.
You
Okay.
need to take off the wet things. I'll give you my overcoat.
Vincent. No, Vinny. I believe it is time to bring the boat back. There's no
Yeah.
time for fish.
Little dude, I just want to say this. I think you came out a little strong back there with the whole, like, suffocating from inside and stuff, dude.
It dives back into the water
It's not strong. It is truce.
and swims away.
I do not determine the wills of the gods. I just speak them.
All right, little dude, just maybe next time pull back a little bit from, like, you know, the death threat of suffocation.
I will do exactly as I hear.
Yeah, dude, that's why I'm telling you it. Right on.
Then you'll start rowing.
Okay.
Um,
Quill, make a Constitution saving throw.
Can I light up a torch and hold it close to me to try and help warm myself up?
Yeah.
Cool. I just have 10 torches, and I was like, meh. Okay, Constitution. 20.
Okay. You're able to you keep shivering, but you're able to stay at that level of cold, basically.
Cool.
Jira, you need to make a Constitution saving throw as well.
There it
Natural
is.
20. So
Yep.
You've
I'll
spent many a
instantly-
day in the cold weather. A few minutes on the water ain't nothing.
I'm sitting very close to her, like sharing warmth.
I am quite sorry, Ejira, but I
You-
thank you for your sacrifice.
You have nothing to be sorry for. This
Sure.
happens every so often. You just have to be safe and leave immediately.
Yes, so of course. Oh,
You are too terribly kind, Quill.
it's better to be kind and put goodness in the world, Haskell, than to be a dick. She gives him a hard look.
Oh, dude, she got you good.
Perhaps you are right.
All right, we are out of the spooky league, so I'll stop the spooky music.
I liked the spooky music.
Me too.
Very intense.
Very
And
spooky.
you guys are able to row your way back into shore. Unfortunately, let's see. You guys caught 2 fish.
2 fish.
One is damaged a bit on the hook, and one has a bite out of it.
Mhm. Yep.
Okay, just making sure we're taking stock here.
Yep.
You see Grinsk waiting. His arms are folded. He's waiting at the end of the dock.
Yo, Grinsky.
Well, what did you catch for me? What do
Yo,
you got?
we got you 2 fish.
We took care of your monster.
We took the monster. Mm-hmm.
Ajira is gonna walk Quill right past him to the
Yeah, he
Very
steps
good.
out of your way. He looks a bit surprised. Oh, yeah, get that girl a fire quick.
I go directly to the buried treasure where I'm assuming there's a big fire blazing.
Sure, yeah. He kind of chuckles a bit. One of them knucklehead trout pulled her overboard, huh?
Nah, dude, she fell in on her own. I think she jumped.
Not one with sea legs, then, huh?
I don't think so, dude. Hey, look, what about that pay?
Well, he looks in the basket at the damaged fish and the fit fish. What the hell happened?
Will spoke to the monster. She
The
told it it would
monster?
not, yes. She told it would not chomp boats anymore. I told it, in my own speak, that if you did not pay us, it could come and chomp your boats.
Whoa, dude, you didn't say that.
I did. Quietly. I whispered it to the water.
Dude, I was right next to you like the whole time.
You have
In fact-
ears, Vinny.
You said that if it kept chomping boats, the little lake spirits were gonna swim down its throat, suffocated from the inside, dude.
Yes, I said that as well.
I say we bring this catch back to the buried treasures. To be frank, Vinny, Ajira's the only one of you four I trust. I'll hear the story from her.
Dude.
And he'll grab up the basket. Did you at least bring back my gear? All in one piece, I hope.
I don't know,
I'm
dude.
assuming you guys all left your fishing poles in the boats.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. He starts heading back with the basket of 2 damaged fish back to the buried treasures inn, where Cora has brought you a big blanket and some hot broth, and she's hung your clothes out, in front of the fire to dry. And you're starting to feel get the feeling back in your fingers and toes and everything. And Ajira, she's also brought you some hot broth to warm up.
Absolutely be drinking that.
Grince bursts through the door as he is wont to do, with Haskell and Vinny in tow. Unless, Vinny, did you want to do something before we got here?
Oh, no. When
Okay.
Vinny's there, he wants to do something.
Okay. So he bursts through the door, and Cora yells at him that if he keeps doing that, the door's going to come off its hinges, and then he'll have to pay for it. And then he starts yelling at her, and they get into a little argument. And then he forgets what he was saying with her and walks toward Ajira with the basket of fish. And he says, "Now these 2, I don't even know what to call them, crazies. They're making up some stories about a monster or something. Look at these fish, Ajira. What the hell happened?"
That one was bitten by a turtle, and the other was bitten by a sea snake.
A sea snake? You're saying you did see the monster?
Yes, there was a monster. He was a sea snake that was given intelligence by a druid, and given instruction, lied to, that if it did not bite the boats of Bremen, that it would lose its intelligence.
It was not
So-
a sea snake. That's the only detail that she missed. It was a sea demon.
Yeah, dude.
Apparently it was a sea demon. It was a sea snake.
He'll glance at you, Quill. You're muted.
You need to speak up, sweetheart.
Oh, it was a plesiosaurus.
Plesiosaurus. There
Yes,
you go.
A
it
sea
is
demon.
it is a sea creature that had been touched by a druid.
She speaks the truth, and she is the only one who was able to talk to it. The
I
others,
spoke to it as well.
you threatened it. You caused this to happen, and she gestures to Quill.
A
She's
threat is
freezing
still
because of poor
speaking.
decisions.
Huh. So, it didn't attack you?
It did
No.
not.
It was actually kind. It was merely trying to protect itself and had been lied to by some druid named Ravana Ravis. Did you hear what he said?
I did.
Ravison?
Ravacine. Have you heard this name before? Druid, perhaps in one of the other 3 towns.
Ravison.
Ravacine.
I can't say that I have.
I had not
That's
either.
weird business, though. A talking sea snake? Is that what's been chomping up all my boats?
Yes.
Dude, are you like even listening to anything we're saying?
You say it's gonna stop, though? You're sure
Definitely.
about this?
You should be able to get fishermen out on the lake without having the dangers happen again. Unless this Ravacine finds another method.
Well, I suppose that's got to be worth something. Listen, these fish are badly damaged, hardly harvestable. I'll give you a gold for the 2 of them, and that's being generous. He puts his finger in Vinny's face.
Vinny will regurgitate the piece he bit
In his face.
in his hand.
Oh my
Like-
gosh.
Dude, here's the other piece.
He looks disgusted.
What pay do you offer us for dealing with this sea demon? How
I
many
don't
boats
have
we
much, I'm
saved?
afraid.
You have enough to have paid for more fish.
I'll give you 5 gold, and I'll throw in this. And he fishes through his backpack and pulls out a scroll. I was saving it for special fishing day, but
I'm gonna snatch the scroll.
Oh,
I'll let anybody else take the gold. This is fair.
Vizira will grab the gold and divide it amongst us.
I'm gonna
She'll
scamper
keep
away
the
and read
extra
the
piece.
scroll.
it is a scroll of animal friendship.
Oh,
That's cool.
Gonna roll it up.
could have
and
been handy earlier. That's fine.
Listen, talk to chat. They can gift you items.
Hey,
Oh,
there we
chat,
go.
what up? How you doing?
oh, hey, chat, you here? Okay.
Hey, hey.
I don't need any of this gold. Acquaintances, someone can have my piece.
I'm gonna go run and grab his piece.
Grant Squill, he's pretty done with all of you, so he'll haul the basket out with him, grumbling about sea monsters and crazy halflings. And Cora gives you all some hot broth if you'd like it.
Yes, more,
And
please.
then sits down with you guys, and she'll say, I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to eavesdrop, but I just can't help but notice that's strange, this story of a talking plesio, what did you call it?
It is
Sea
a
demon.
plesiosaurus.
Oh, I've not heard of those. But I haven't heard of this druid before, but there have been weird stories up in Lonelywood about a moose acting rather strangely.
Whoa, over in the LW?
Lonelywood, yes. That does have an L and a W in it.
Nice place. Like, do you want us to go check out the moose?
Oh, I don't pretend to tell you what to do. I just merely thought you might be curious about it, seeing
That's
as you
good
ran into a
information.
talking plesiosaurus.
Sea demon.
I do not think that it is strange for us to consider perhaps the same druid has awakened a moose alongside a plesiosaurus.
That's
That
true.
for Bremen.
I've heard
would say.
horrible stories. The moose attacking people outright.
Is it
Moose
just
are
stories
usually-
from Bremen?
What's that?
Is
my
it just stories from Bremen or in Lonelywood specifically?
Oh, just Lonelywood. People coming and going, passing through Bremen. I hear things, over
Is
in
it
the
what?
tavern, here in the inn. Strange stories.
We must investigate these, Jira.
We must. You are right, and with this one thing.
Like, I don't think we must do it or anything, but it sounds fun.
Do you want to go back to work tomorrow?
No, let's go.
Oh, so you intend to set out then?
Go to
Yes.
get ourselves a chewinga, and
That thing.
we're very interested in the
Cora, if people are
benefit of
getting hurt,
others.
we should help them, yes?
Yes, that seems the honorable thing to do, certainly.
And
Do
you would
have
lend
enough
us
help
Vinny?
here?
Oh, he's not obliged to stay here. He's been of great help.
Yes, we require the turtle.
Whoa, dudes, you guys want me?
We require you. It's
Only I have. She folds her arms and stares at you. I have a requirement first before you join.
Yeah, okay.
We must be friends. You're doing that thing with your face again. It looks all
dude.
wrong.
I just tried to comprehend what you just told me.
Can we be friends if we have to travel together and solve mysteries?
Nah, do that. We're way from friendship. We can be acquaintances, like extra acquaintance.
Just got
Well-
a scroll to force him into it if you wish, Quill.
No, I will earn this title of friend. All right, we will be extra acquaintances.
I mean, you could do a lot of things to earn it.
We will see.
I like food and stuff.
I have jerky.
I've never had jerky, dude.
Oh, it is made of reindeer, and I also have Wolverine.
What reindeer jerky? Give me some.
Oh, here you go.
You raised poor reindeer.
It's extremely bland,
Why is it so hard?
but because it has been dried over smoke.
She was telling me about it earlier. She raises her reindeer poorly. She doesn't even feed them ale.
You don't feed your reindeers ale, dude. How do they party?
But they don't need ale. They do not find ale in the wild. Why would I need to feed it to them?
He takes the jerky out.
Nah, you can keep this.
While
I
you
see.
three bicker, Cora takes Ashira aside a little bit. Ashira, it sounds like you already have quite a bit to think about, but I wonder if I might ask you to just keep one small thing in mind, just on the off chance that you pass by one of the Care towns. You know, there's Care Dinaval and Care Koenig. These are 2 towns in 10 towns named for the Cares in their towns, which means castle, basically.
That Care Teneval and Care.
Care Dinaval and
Dinaval.
Care Koenig. You see, I don't know if you'd heard, but my son, he left a couple months ago. That's part of the reason I took Vinny, and I needed the extra help. He left rather suddenly, I'm afraid. And I might add, under rather odd circumstances. He was acting strangely before he left. He just became suddenly very mean and hard. And you know, Harold, he was always so kind and gentle, always friendly around the inn. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm getting on a tangent. I don't know if this means anything, but just before he left, I found a shard of, I don't know how else to describe it except black ice
Black
in his
ice.
room.
Do you have it?
No, I was cleaning and I just stumbled upon it, and he found me with it, and he snatched it away, and he threatened me, his own mother, over this piece of I don't even know what, and told me that, well, things I try to forget, honestly, if I ever touched it again. So I didn't. Then just a couple days later, two tieflings, a man and a woman, came to the inn, and they offered him sanctuary in their castle, they said. And then he just left with them. They both had amulets that looked like this black ice. I don't know what it was, and he just left without even a proper goodbye. I'm sorry, I'm coming undone. I don't want to heft something more on you, but I just thought maybe if you were journeying out, if you passed through Care Dinaval or Care Koenig, perhaps you might just see if Harold is there.
Of course we will. She'll reach out and like grab Cora's arm just to like settle her. We'll do what we can. I hope in the meantime things maybe he comes back.
Perhaps. Just gotta keep smiling, right? Smile with a service. Or service with a smile. Yeah, you know.
It is okay to feel the loss. Your son is gone. I can't imagine that. And she looks like very lost in her own thoughts.
Well, I just appreciate the thought. Frankly, even learning now if he were dead, I think that would be better than just not knowing. You know?
Your mind is your own worst enemy. Anything could happen if you do not know. I understand. We will see what we can find.
Thank you. Well, she kind of speaks louder. I don't mean to bring down the mood. How about I fill you all up with some more hot broth? And
nice.
she'll hustle out of the room.
I've got another side quest.
Haskell's reading his scroll. Vinny, come closer, will you?
Yeah, dude, what's up?
I'm going to cast the scroll on Vinny.
Oh my god.
We are no longer acquaintances. I believe this binds us as friends.
What does this do?
It's a scroll of animal
I don't
friendship.
think it does anything on him, but
It doesn't do anything. Yeah. But he's thinking of you as a animal. Since you do look like a turtle.
You are now magically bound as my friend.
I will tell you what this does.
Whoa, can you tell me what morsel of food you're using as your material component?
It's a scroll, so he can cast it out from the scroll without the normal components.
You don't need it?
If you were casting this as the spell, then you would need it.
And my material components would be some sort of performance. I probably will out of ritual, like start like banging on my drum as part of it.
The spell lets you convince a beast that you mean it no harm. Choose beast that you can see within range. It must see and hear you. If the beast's intelligence is 4 and higher, is it, Vinny? Is it higher than 4?
Yes.
The spell fails, so it has no effect. Otherwise, it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for the spell's duration.
I swear to you, Vinny, I will not kill you unless the gods demand it.
Well, dude, why are you telling me this?
Because that is what friends do.
Dude, we're not friends, man. We're acquaintances.
We are magically bound as friends now.
Whoa. Can I unbind it?
You cannot.
All right, dude. Guess we're friends.
Wonderful. Quill.
Yes.
Me and Vinny are now friends. You can still
It's
earn
not
it.
fair. This is not fair.
A little Chwinga fire spirit pops up in front of you, Quill, and goes and points to you and points to it, and then makes a little heart shape with its arms.
And I'll show it the little charm on my wrist.
And then it disappears into the fire.
Godlings are still with us. This is a good day.
Dude, if we're friends, does that mean that we eat together and stuff?
Yes.
To be honest, I've never had a friend before.
We can tell.
Yes, it does.
Idira, you said
Whoa.
we got a side quest.
Sorry, Judette. The friends were talking. Continue.
This is acquaintance hour. You cannot talk until we are done. Cora has requested if we go to Cartanaval or Caraconig that we look for her son. Harold, I believe is the name. It seems that he left here in a hurry some months ago with black ice and was hurried off by 2 tieflings, a couple seemingly male and female, with amulets that matched the black ice he held. And there was a scuffle before they left. Disagreement, I suppose, is a better word, between him and his mother. She asked for us to look for him. If we go through those places, I think we should make it a point to, because he was a very kind boy and she is a very kind and generous person.
Yes.
I
will
would,
follow you on this.
if Cora asks for help, then we shall help her.
It is not because of Cora Quill. We need to
Why?
help Ijira. She is a broken person. Her heart's fire has gone out. This is a grave injury to one's soul.
It's
We
fine.
must
You
help
need
her
to help
with
me.
this.
Ijira, I am so sorry. How did your heart fire go out?
Poor life experiences. Generally meeting Haskell. It's fine.
Haskell, what have you done?
She jokes. Haskell will be the one to relight her heart's fire. You will see. And
This is-
Vinny, as friends, you are bound to aid as well.
Yeah, I just need to bring this up. Instead of going this way, dude, since we're friends, we could go find my sunken ship and get my timeshare ticket, and then we could just stay here and enjoy the luxuries.
That can happen after we relight this one's heart's fire.
All right, dude.
We'll tag it on the end of the list.
Yes, I fear for her soul. This must happen first.
My soul is damned.
Not if we relight that heart fire. There is
For
hope for
now
you
it's
yet.
damned.
Yes, this is true.
Let's go then.
Yo, I can make a soup that'll light that heart fire.
I thought this soup did.
No, it's like super spicy.
It's like super soup.
It's a super soup.
We will end there.
No better place to end.
On Super Soup.
Love it.
Oh, thank you, Tori. That was fun.
Sorry, very little combat, but level 1's always a little dicey, and that's okay. It could have been combat, and that would have been bad for you guys.
I muffed it up.
Well,
No,
Haskell tried his
no.
best to.
Quill
ruin
was the one
everyone's day.
who solved that whole
MVP.
problem,
Yeah.
Despite Haskell's best efforts.
despite Haskell's best
Hey,
efforts.
I was gonna jump in if it
But
attacked.
that Ajira assistance at the end,
Oh,
that is really what saved things.
absolutely.
That's what her heart's fire is all about.
I also sorry we didn't break. I realized like when we were well past halfway that I'd never braked, and I was like, well, that's okay. We'll just power.
Too fun. I didn't miss it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
next
good.
time we'll maybe take a little halfway break to stretch our legs and things. But let's go ahead. Yeah, final call for entries on the Dice Envy giveaway.
Type exclamation point enter to
Yes,
enter for some
exclamation point enter.
dice.
Do it, do it, do it. They're pretty.
Do it now.
There's no reason not to. Literally no reason. Unless you hate dice.
I will
Except for
stall
me.
for a couple more seconds while people do that. And just say thank you, chat. I want to apologize that not a lot of the hero points and villain points got used this session because it was so peaceful. But
Hey,
I assure you that will not always be the case.
they
And
saved Haskell's pride, and that's all that
that's
matters.
true. That's true. And they did
Twice.
help Quill reroll some persuasion checks.
Mm.
And Toby, I am so sorry to deny you catching the monster on your fishing pole.
Hey,
but-
that's okay.
There was just no way. so I had to make it epic somehow. All right. I think that's enough time for chat. Why don't we go ahead and draw our winner of the giveaway?
Let's do
Dice Envy.
You can no longer enter the giveaway.
Wombat
Fuzz.
it. Very nice.
Awesome. Wombat Fuzz.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
How fuzzy are you though? Is my question. I really need to know.
Is it a level? Are they themselves fuzzy, or is it just like the fuzz on a wombat?
This is
Or is it
very-
collected wombat fuzz? There's a
Yeah.
lot of ways.
Yeah,
To go.
that's true.
It's level 1 fuzzy wombat.
Or is it wombat police?
Oh boy, that's a totally different
Wombat
direction.
fuzz.
What do we need to do? Do we need Wombat Fuzz to reach out?
Wombat Fuzz actually won a Dyson Dames thing.
Oh, perfect.
So I think I still have all that information. I will verify with Wombat Fuzz and then just get that information over.
Yes,
Let's
and
play the
we
cards,
will.
Wombat Fuzz.
Yes, indeed. Wombat Fuzz, we will get you a code to order those rhyme scheme dice for yourself. So enjoy. Let's see. Last little announcements as we wrap here. Just thank you to Chase, Emily, Toby, and Felicia for being wonderful players. Thank you all for tuning in for our premiere episode. It's only gonna get dicier from here, so stick with us. Find out next time if these people will ever become friends or if they will stay acquaintances forever.
Hey, I'm already like a third of
That's
the way.
true. Haskell's already on his way. Tomorrow night, you can catch us back here again at 7:00 for Tabletop Treasure Hunters. It is going to be a very, very, very exciting episode. So I would definitely encourage you to tune in.
I'll be there.
Yes, Toby will be there and Chase will be running it and will be doing production. So yay for them. And finally, if you'd like to support our channel, please follow or subscribe on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. You can also show your support by purchasing dice and accessories from one of our wonderful affiliate partners, such as Dice Envy, who sponsored our giveaway this evening. After all, if you're going to help us, you might as well get some fancy math rocks out of it. You can find all of those links to our affiliate partners down below in the discount section. We need to put our Patreon link there too soon. We keep saying that it's down there, but I keep forgetting to tell you guys that it's not, and we need to put it down there.
We'll fix that.
Yes.
Patreon.com/level1geek.
There you go. If you are already doing one or all of these things, thanks so much. Your support means a lot. Now go take a long rest, drink some hot broth, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.